Namaskar. Continuation of my weekly message on Sanatana Dharma. We are now entering the fifth week of our exploration into the great Vishnu Purana. In the last episode, we witnessed the profound dialogue between the sage Parashara and Maitreya, where cosmic truths were revealed in a manner both deep and timeless. This week, we move to section that touches the heart of every Bharatiya, the description of our sacred land, Bharata Varisha. So the Vishnu Purana describes the earth as divided into seven continents, Saptadvipa. Among these, Jambudvipa holds the central place, and within Jambudvipa lies our beloved Bharatakhanda, known today as Bharat, India. And why is this land considered so special in our scriptures? Why do sages, the rishis, even the devas look upon it with reverence? And the Purana says that the Bharatavarsha is a land of karma, the land where our actions bear the highest spiritual truth. And it is said, moksha, liberation from cycle of birth and death, is possible here more readily than anywhere else. Let me share a beautiful verse that captures this truth. Sankaran kartum arhanti manavaha punya karma bihi. Bharate janma bhumau tu moksham prapnurevahi. That is, as a fertile land is best place to sow seeds, Bharata is the most fertile field for the seeds of dharma, tapas, and bhakti. So, you may plant a mango seed in a desert or in snow or in a fertile river valley. Where will it flourish most? Of course, in the fertile valley. So, Bharat is that fertile valley for the soul. And Janani Janma Bhumischa Svargadabihi Gadabi Kariyasi. That is, mother and motherland are greater even than heaven. This does not call us to despise other lands. It calls us to honor and protect the one that nourishes us. Okay? And why does the Vishnu Purana emphasize this so much? Because this land is filled with what the sages called tirthas, crossing points. These are rivers, mountains, forests, and sacred spots where the material and the spiritual meet. Just as the human body has marma points, sensitive zones that, when pressed or treated, activate healing energy, the earth too has spiritual marma points. Bharat is dotted with these, from the Himalayas to Kanyakumari, and from Somnath to Puri. Imagine a map with the energy circuits. Some places glow brighter because they are connected to a higher voltage. Ganga, Kashi, Rameshwaram, Arunachala. These are all like high voltage spiritual circuits, where even a little devotion lights up your inner self. Consider how your mobile phone shows full signal strength in some areas, but weak in others. So, in the spiritual network of Earth, Bharata is zoned with maximum signal bars. And now, how is this relevant today? In a world where travel is global, jobs are multinational, and youth often dream of distant shores, does this teaching lose meaning? Not at all. The message is, it is not the pride in geography. It is the responsibility of living dharma on the land that nurtures you. A man once left his village for the city, became wealthy, but never cared for his ancestral pond that provided water to all. Years later, when the drought hit his native place, he realized his wealth was of no use if his roots were dying. Similarly, Modern life may take us far, but our roots, our culture, our rivers, our soil are what sustain the spirit. So, Mata Bhumihi Putroham Prithivyaha. That is, earth is my mother and I am her son, says the sloka. In today's terms, this is the earliest environmental pledge. We talk of climate change, soil depletion, polluted rivers, but our ancestors already declared the earth is not a resource, it is a relative. Vishnu Purana also states that Bharat Varisha, every action carries a spiritual echo. This is like a karmic amplifier. Think of a microphone. When you whisper into it in a quiet hall, the whole room hears it. Similarly, a small good deed here echoes loudly in the cosmos. To the younger generation, if you plant a tree, if you feed a hungry person, if you chant a mantra, if you walk mindfully, in this sacred geography, it creates a larger ripple than you can imagine. Some may ask, is this not a blind belief? Modern analogy says, just as some soils are naturally radioactive, some lands carry special energies. Himalayan salt is prized for its minerals. Volcanic soil grows the best grapes. So also, Bharat carries a unique spiritual mineral in its very dust. And the Vishnu Purana lists many rivers Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, Godavari, Narmada, Kaveri, and says, bathing in them purifies not just the body but the subtle impressions of the mind. Today, we call this a detox retreat or a wellness program. Our ancestors had made it readily a dip, a darshan, a pradakshina, and your inner circuits are recharged. Your phone needs charging. You may charge it from a small power bank or from a direct power socket. Pilgrimages are direct power sockets for the soul. So, what does this mean for modern patriotism? Vishnu Purana says, true patriotism is not about waving flags or singing anthems once a year. It is about living dharma daily, paying taxes honestly, keeping your street clean, showing compassion to fellow beings, respecting rivers and trees as divine. And when you throw waste in a river, you are not just polluting water, you are dishonoring a Devi. When you waste food, you are not just careless, you are insulting Annapurna. So, Gange sa Yamune, Saiva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmade, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jalesmin, Sannidham Guru. That is, Yamuna, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, may all presence purify this water I hold. So, how can the present generation apply this? By turning awareness into action. Support river cleaning drives. Respect heritage sites. Don't vandalize. Learn the names of your rivers, not just foreign brands. Celebrate festivals in eco friendly ways. And the Purana tells us sacredness is felt when lived with gratitude. Gratitude is not just saying thank you, it is living in a way that repays the gift. Imagine your company gives you the best laptop, a free internet connection, and a flexible hours. If you misuse it, what happens? They may still pay you, but your own growth suffers. Similarly, being born in Bharat is like getting the best workstation for spiritual evolution. You must use it wisely. Remember, Om Piu, Om Purnamidaha, Purnamidam, Purnat Purnamudachade, Purnasya Purnamadaya, Purname, Purnameva Avashyate. That is whole, this is whole, and from the whole arises. Even when the whole is taken from the whole remains complete. It remains such that the land gives, we take, yet its sacredness remains if we take with reverence. This is the heart of week 5 of Vishnu Purana. Bharat is a karma bhumi, a sacred laboratory of life. It is filled with spiritual hotspots like the marma points of the body. Moksha is nearest here, but only if we live rightly. Patriotism is living dharma, not just loving land. So, I invite you to continue this journey with me every week. Share this message. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Yoga, Dhyana and Dharma. Let more people awaken to the timeless light of Sanatana Dharma. Slowly our family of seekers is growing from 30 to 50 and more each week without any advertisements. Imagine what this will be when each of you become a messenger. So, do not ask what your land has given you. Ask, what am I giving back to the land that made me? Next week, we'll explore how the sacredness of this land translates into a daily conduct. The do's and don'ts that keep our karma clean and our path luminous. Until then, light a lamp daily, remember your rivers, and take one action for the motherland, however small. So, have a wonderful week ahead. Best regards, Raju Krishnan, Hyderabad.